Do you see this? This is what I'm looking at.
She's already got a great reputation. I think something like this adds to that reputation. That's maybe.
Well, the other thing that compounds it, Jason, is that you've got the Braves have to play the Royals. A team still battling. Right now they're in a wild card spot, but it's not clean. So you still have a team playing that's playing for something. Whereas Milwaukee, they cleared their 4 games back to Philadelphia for the best record in the National League.
Top 25 quarterbacks all time. Andy Dalton is ranked 26. He'll be playing until 2026. You can basically just add .3,000 yards. He'll be at 41, roughly. So he'll pass. It's a race to pass Johnny Unitas. Kirk Cousins this week coming up on passing Johnny. Kirk hasn't played a lot of games. Modern 262 average. Way better than Steve Young. Oh my God, Steve Young. Very low ranking quarterback. I think Steve Young fucked his stats up by running it too much. Let's find Steve Young. Is that him at the bottom? Did it go that low? Steve Young at 33,000. Only 196 yards per game. He just played. Dalton just hit 107. Has played more games than Steve Young. Except the playoff run. 4 playoff games is about what Steve Young is. Look at this. How much short by games played? Who's played the most? We get down to. They just benched Bryce Young. Now Andy Dalton has just passed Steve Young. Poor Steve Young. Dalton's played more and has more passing yards. Got you beat, boy. By 32 yards a game. And Alex Smith is right there above you, motherfucker. Alex Smith, you dirty. You're part of this too, Alex. And look at that ugly ass Dan Fouts makes me spit. Carson Palmer, that's my boy. He's actually my agent. Palmer's already in the history books of surpassing the total yardage, Wilson's in there, Flacco's. These are the guys I watched the most. I saw Montana. Primarily, I only watched Montana after 88. From 88 to 92, he was hurt so much. Okay. Mark Brunell. I don't live in Jacksonville. I'm not watching that fucker play. I don't live in New Orleans. I don't live in Washington, D.C. I never played 193 games, 166 per game. That's trash. That's fucking trash. You have to be at least 200 yards per game. Who's letting this guy play? Drew Bledsoe, he was good, 230. He's got the mass-ass yardage. Kerry Collins, I saw him play once with my own eyes. I've been to a Kerry Collins game. DeBerg, I used to watch DeBerg all the damn time. I love that DeBerg. He never got any goddamn yards. No wonder it's 166 per game. He couldn't even move the ball. Hasselbeck, I never wanted to watch him. Stafford, I was looking at Stafford stats. That's why I'm here. Very nice average. 271 is slightly more than Peyton Manning. So we'll go to the top. Show me yards per game, right? Who's the best? Oh, it's not Peyton. It's not Peyton, but damn it, Drew Brees is good. Okay, I admit Drew Brees played. I think going by this, Matthew's gonna play 300 games, just like Brady. Brady played 335. I'm not gonna say Matthew's gonna play 2 extra seasons. He might drop it off. Kurtz had 153, 40,000 yards. Kurt's yards per game, only 262. But Dalton's yards is 222. Not even that good. Dalton's a game man. A different type of quarterback. He doesn't go for 300 that often. Yeah. I will admit it. Yeah, he's not a solid 300 guy. Drew Bledsoe was, but they were always, blowouts. Yards per game. I thought we don't want to see. Everybody thinks he should hit 300. Nobody hits 300 yards per game. Nobody. Who were we watching? These all-timers. Matthew Stafford could pass Eli Manning next game. That's a important. I'll write that down. Make a note. Eli Manning couldn't even get into the Hall of Fame. He's going to be 11th place by the time he gets in the Hall of Fame. John Elway. He must have a couple years ago, he came out of top 10. Warren Moon, I saw Moon play a lot, but never saw, Tarkenton. Testaverde, I've seen him play so much. Yeah, Vinny and Drew, AFC, always on TV. Matt Ryan, try not to watch him. Never got hyped up. Who did he fucking play for? The Colts and Falcons? Oh, yeah. Ben Roethlisberger, he was the best, guys. Dude, I do know a good quarterback when I see one. He was the best. That's not what I'm looking at. Where's Dalton gonna get to? He's chasing Russell Wilson. Russell's gonna be stuck at 43,653 for a while. He won't have 1,500 yards. He's not going to be at 4,500 at the end. So we can say, who's coming up on 45? Nobody. Who's coming up on 40? Kirk is about to pass Johnny Unitas next game. Literally the next game, Johnny Unitas is dropping down to 23. But Derek Carr is screaming. Derek Carr, not only 245 per game. He's played 5 games. If he's played 8 games less than Dalton, he probably feels sad. He gets trash yards. He pads his stats. Andy never pads his stats with desperate throws in the fourth quarter. Every single one of Andy's yards was the most competitive play of the season. Okay, Dave Craig was like, "Who's playing? Who's on the field? Nobody. Nope. You never go to a Seahawk game." I think 11-year Seahawk, 1-year KC. Bouncing around. I'm sorry, Tennessee, man. Tennessee was stinking up the Oilers. No wonder they moved. It was easy to move it out of Houston because they were dumping their quarter. They dumped off Warren Moon. That's right. That's right. Alex Smith, I hate that dude. Fucking Jay Cutler, never watched him play. I mean, maybe he was the Bears quarterback when I was in Cincinnati, and he beat Andy Dalton once. Andy's first game in Chicago. That was my first Bengals Bears game from Chicago. Jim Everett surprised me. He's always on the TV in LA. Jim Everett, people make fun of him. Tony Romo, 156 games. That's not good yards, 219. Some trash. Phil Simms, that guy was a beast. We do see Young is ahead of Aikman. Why? Is that just yards? Well, obviously, Aikman had more yards per game, 196. He played less games. He had more yards. He won 3 Super Bowls in 11 years. See, Young played more. He started before, 2 years before Aikman. He stopped. He had to retire. He walked off the field. He got fucked up. That's right. Warren Sapp took him out. And really, from what I hear, Troy Aikman didn't feel safe playing anymore. They were hitting him too hard in Carolina. The rise of the Panthers kind of forced him into retirement. Rogers, hey Rogers, it's my touchdown dance. Let's sort by teams. I love it when the Cardinals actually have a good quarterback. Everybody does. Yeah. The Bears, they don't belong on this. They don't belong on this list. I'm done looking at this. I know how much everybody needs this weekend. So now you do too.